In this Talent Pathways video, I'm going to focus on early specialisation. The first question I propose to you today is, what is early specialisation? Weismer 2000 suggested that early specialisation is the year-round participation in a single sport at the exclusion of other sports and activities. Baker et al. 2009 further characterises this as an early start age of participation, early involvement in competition, intensive involvement, and early focus on performance improvement in achieving success. I am now going to explain why people specialise early. The first reason is family. When athletes and sports stars have kids, people jump to the conclusion that they will follow in their parents' footsteps by their genetic makeup and athletic build. The second is environment. Due to the climate and conditions of some countries, some people are entitled to specialise early in a certain sport, such as the Kenyan runners. The third is culture. Some countries, such as New Zealand, have a heritage and a tradition that involves certain sports. The final one is mentors. Here is a picture of Michael Oher. Michael Oher was in the first round of the 2009 NFL Draft. The story Blindside shows how Michael Oher was taken in and mentored by a middle-class white family. They mentored him through school and through sport in order to achieve his great success. Like all sporting debates, there are both pros and cons. I'm first going to start with talking about the benefits. Baker et al. 2009 suggests that intense, highly focused practice and competition-style activities allow young athletes to reach higher levels of performance more quickly than athletes that delay specialisation involvement in sport. Colton Fraser-Thompson 2007 lists many benefits of early specialisation, including increasing self-confidence and increasing self-worth. The final benefit is from Law et al. 2007. They suggest that early specialisation is particularly beneficial in sports where athletes reach their peak before or around puberty. Sports, like gymnastics and figure skating, require intensive involvement in practice and competition from an early age, because athletes are often competing at the international level from as young as 12 years of age, and typically find themselves with the title of World, Commonwealth or Olympic champion by the age of 15. In these sports, early specialisation is considered essential, regardless of the risks. Here is Dominique Massenou. She had reached her pinnacle of her sport by the age of 14, after becoming the youngest US gymnast in history to win an Olympic gold. With risk comes negative. Weismer 2000 suggests the first negative is participation in a single sport from an early age can actually restrict the athlete's skill repertoire. This links into the second negative, this being that players can lack basic key motor skills due to only practicing one sport. This is very common with footballers not being able to throw and catch a ball. The next negative is heavily linked with weightlifting and weight training. Hajimovic 2004 suggests that high-intensity training before physical maturation increases the risk of injury and can delay physical maturation. Baker 2009 said that physiologically, early specialisation is often accompanied by an increased pressure to succeed. This is due to the time, effort and money all contributed to the commitment of the sport. This pressure is heightened by the people involved and around us in our sporting journey, the first being our parents, who spend all their time taking us back and forth to training sessions, the second being our coaches, who give everything to see us succeed, and finally, the high goals that we set ourselves and targets that we might not reach. This can ultimately result in a high sense of failure if these targets are not met. Thank you for listening to this Talent Pathways video on early specialisation. I hope you have developed some opinions of your own and improved your knowledge on this area.